Greetings, everybody. We're back around the table again today, just in time for Christmas, but someone has already gotten into the season a little bit early and hasn't shown up.
Yeah, Joe's a big chump. I can't believe it didn't show up just because of the holidays, family and such.
Spend time with my family, my friends.
Yeah.
So instead, we got Morgan joining us again today.
Hello,
again.
Morgan.
Because none of us have family or friends. The saddest Christmas holiday special ever.
So yeah, seeing
A
how it's
very
been...
pokey Christmas.
Indeed. Well, seeing how it's been a while since you've been around, what are you carrying today?
Today, I've got the very first. Wow, what a choke there! I've got the very first nice knife I ever bought myself. 510
Excellent.
Pardue.
It's a decent one for
It's a
sure.
nice little knife.
Yep.
Does that mean it's me next?
Yeah,
It's you.
someone.
It's your
All
turn.
right. We're rocking this today.
Yeah.
That's a real steel. And in the moment, I'm forgetting the name.
I want to say it's a connector.
It's a connector, yeah.
Not
yeah.
a companion.
No, it's definitely not a companion like I've been calling it for the last week and a half.
Everything's a companion.
Yep. D2, G10.
Mm-hmm.
Goodness.
And I've been a little bit minimalistic last couple days and just been using a little grasshopper keychain knife.
We all mocked him already. It's okay.
That's not what I'm laughing about. It's the cat in the background.
Her too, but I just want everyone to leave, their best insult to Nigel's EDC in the comments to what he's rocking today.
And by me being minimalistic, I mean I just totally spaced out and didn't put anything else in my pocket today.
Who doesn't carry a knife?
I do, see?
Even when I don't, I kind of do.
Exactly.
And on that note, it makes me extra joyous to be able to carry a Super Freak.
Because I'm not today.
Because for the last 3 weeks to a month, that's all Nigel's been carrying. And,
It's a good carry.
Yeah. I went stupid with my Edge,
Mhm.
and I've been enjoying it all weekend, actually. So
Excellent.
It's a good knife.
that's been the knife I've forgotten in my pocket compared to what we were last offered.
Yeah. Yeah. Today, we have a knife that might or might not get forgotten in a pocket, depending on where you wear it. It is the Bestech Heidi Blacksmith.
That's a good little knife.
It is.
It's an ED channel review with a twist.
Mm-hmm.
It's a fixed blade.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, we do it up every once in a while. This guy was based off of a custom. It is using D2 for the blade, carbon fiber for the handles, and really cool little mosaic pins in there.
They're so darling. They're the tiniest little things.
At a overall length of 6.875 inches, it would take about 135 of these knives to equal the length of the world record longest interwoven braid.
Gross. Are we talking hair braid?
Yeah.
Extra gross.
And the interwoven part is it's multiple people's.
Well, it would have to be. Yeah.
I don't like any of that at all.
Is this donated hair, or are they all tied together at the same
All
time?
tied together at the same time.
Okay.
I couldn't find a length for Heidi's braid, so.
Is it wrong that all I want to do is fireball the
Okay.
area and just watch them try and run away?
It's called near.
I'm wondering how tall the tower was that Rapunzel had to display and how many people it took.
It was a parking lot.
Mhm.
Now, if you found yourself attached to a braid like that, you could use that to get free.
You could. And weighing in at 2.56 ounces, it would take just over 34,000 of these knives to equal the weight of the world's record anvil.
Okay.
Being it is the Heidi Blacksmith.
Most definitely. No,
Yeah.
it makes sense. I'm not
Yeah.
questioning that in the least. That's a lot of knives.
It is.
It's a lot
Both
of anvil.
comparisons are.
Yeah.
Being a little bit different again is with the fact that it's a fixed blade instead of a pocket knife. Rolling with the tweak ups that we've played around with our system, the lockup and actuation is at the sheath retention and how easy it is to get it in and out. And then the pocket ergos is kind of spliced into, with this one being as small as it is and slim, it can be a pocket ergo or neck or
Knife,
belt ergo.
belt.
Carryability, just
Yeah,
in general,
yeah.
I think. Yes.
So yeah, I myself gave it a B minus at a 77. It's really, really nice little knife. All objectively 8s across the board. It just nice. I do really, really like it. The design of it and the aesthetics. I actually gave it a 9 for the aesthetics. That was my high point.
It's so pretty.
Yeah. Low points for me was the ergonomic preference because it is a short little handle, and it's in that awkward spot, and I want to try to choke up on it to get all my fingers on, but then I'm right up into very closely getting into the nicky area on the heel of the blade there.
Heidi, not Nicky.
Nice.
You can leave now.
Yeah.
We have to kick someone out. Joe's not here.
I hope he turns down the volume when you said that, not up. Nigel, edit, do what you need to do.
Yeah. So it's just going to be the 3 of us for this episode.
Sounds good.
Paul, get your scores out of the way.
I'll just turn off my mic.
Just get your scores out of the way now, so we don't have to listen to you.
All right, I can do that. And went to the other side of the spectrum because it's only a few points different, but I gave it an 83, which is a B plus. Shut up, cat. High points on the objective side were both cost versus materials and fit and finish. I gave that a 9 on both sides because for that kind of price tag, it's a really nice little knife.
Mm-hmm.
And then the low point for me across the board and all was lockup and actuation. This knife is the perfect size for me to want to carry it as a neck knife, and that's just not enough retention for me. It feels like it's going to fall out in a neck knife kind of carry.
Yeah, that is fair.
And then on the personal side of things, it's 8s across the board except for aesthetics. I gave it a 10 because it's bloody gorgeous.
It is a pretty little knife.
We'll skip across the table to me. I gave it a B plus as well, but slightly lower with an 82. The high points, it dropped 4 9s for me on this one. Ergonomics for me, it's awesome. Slim little handle. I used it a bunch. This is my knife. I don't think we mentioned that beforehand, but I bought this one used beforehand, so I did get a chance to play with it. So I'm hoping that, some like first week type of use, I have a little more kind of feedback from it.
Most definitely.
I did score it a little bit lower on cost versus materials. We'll get into that on Friday. As well as lockup and actuation. We were talking about the retention in the sheath, and there is a little bit of problems with that as well. So,
And I give it a solid B, even 80. As far as objective, the high point was definitely the fit and finish versus cost. That thing is just sexy.
Yeah.
It really is.
The low point was the lockup and actuation. I probably wouldn't be carrying this thing in my pocket. I would be carrying it on a belt or, as Paul said, as a neck knife. I'd be pretty anxious about that, if I'm honest.
Yeah, I'd be wanting to modify that sheath.
Yeah, it's not horrible. Like, it's definitely usable. But that was the lowest mark that I gave it. As far as personal goes, really high marks. Everything's 8 9s except for pocket ergonomics. Again, I'd be carrying it on my belt. I usually carry fixed blades on my belt of this kind of size horizontally. So, yeah, I'm not sure how comfortable that would be just for that blade size. And the sheath's not super geared towards anything else, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But, yeah, I think it's really nice.
Yeah. So that's kind of our all four score chart comparison there.
go to Iron Joe's Instagram page to not see his Instagram score because he won't score it. We're going to have followers score it better than Joe did this week because Joe's score is going to be a 0 because he's not going to do it. But anyway.
Yeah. And on the note of our followers being able to score it, we are still working on trying to figure out how to give you guys access to our score algorithm through the Patreon. So if you do want to head over there and get in on it early and donate anything you feel like, we would appreciate that.
I've said it a couple times now. The first person to donate anything to our channel is getting a gift from the channel as well. So, looking forward to that as well.
Exactly. And then head on over to the Poke Factor on Instagram. Give us a follow. Get some behind the scenes stuff. We actually just a couple days ago hit 400 followers. So look to Dennis's Instagram and see some of the kind of sneak peeks of what he might be given away.
And not only mine, but we're going to be reposting them probably on our pages, on our PokeFactor page as well.
Yeah.
And letting people get in on the action as well and trying to start to guess on what's actually coming out of my collection. So
I like
Indeed,
it.
indeed. So yeah, that'll be that for this episode. Nigel the Smith signing off.
I am who I am. I'm Dennis Vipers.
I'm at Stanoa. I'm Morgan.
XL.ca.
We will catch you again next time.